Hello, my love. Welcome to the extended reading for Cancer and the person they're thinking about right now. I'm going to go ahead and get the outcome for this energy. Emperor. What is the outcome, please? King of Cups and the Eight of Swords. We have Aries and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. You know, you're taking your power back. You know, you're being more emotionally balanced and compassionate. And this is allowing you to step out of your head, step out of your comfort zone, right? You're not allowing self-imposed restrictions or negative thoughts to hold you back. You know, and it's a great time to, you know, clear up any misunderstandings so you can find peace, right? So you can be the leader. You know, you could be wanting to step into a leadership role or just wanting, you know, more stability and structure in your life. What is the advice, please? The Hanged Man, Knight of Pentacles, and the Moon. Pisces energy. So yeah, you're being asked to pause, surrender, let go, you know, and look at things in a new perspective. You know, and if relationships have been feeling a little too routine, offer your loved one extra warmth and kindness this week, right? Speak your truth, even if you don't have all the answers figured out yet. Right? And you know, just being loyal and steadfast to yourself so that way you can see things for what they really are, or people for who they really are, right? Using your intuition or, you know, listening to the messages that come through during dream state. You know, you could be gaining, you know, unexpected clarity through a dream. And this will help you, you know, understand your motives. And it will help you rewrite any outdated old narratives that you might have or might tell yourself, the old stories that you tell yourself. What is this person's intentions with you? What is this person's intentions with you? The Hermit, King of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. I have Aries, Leo, Sag, and Virgo energy. You know, this person feels, this is a deep soul bond. You know, they want passion. They want, you know, to be creative with you, but they know that they're carrying a lot of responsibilities. You know, they could have to put down a lot of burdens, you know, or they could have to, you know, allow something to come to an end or fall to the wayside before, you know, there's passion or forward action, forward movement here. What were their intentions in the past? Ace of Swords. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to take them all. They fell out for a reason. Queen of Swords. Three of Pentacles. Death, Rebirth, and the Devil. So I have Scorpio and Capricorn energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So this person could have lied. You know, this person wasn't very clear with their communication. You know, they could have been judgy. They could have said some harsh words, and they could have collaborated with other people, or, you know, there was other people that got in the middle here. You know, and this could be because of blockages. This could be because of addictions, codependency. This could be because of destructive behaviors. But this person wanted a transformation in their life. You know, they wanted an ending and they wanted change in their life. But I'm getting that the devil got the best of them. Or this negative, toxic energy or person got the best of them. And they didn't communicate properly, and they didn't communicate honestly or clearly. You know, and they let some things or people get in the middle. What does this person see for you in the future? 8 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and then 9 of Cups. They see that you are walking towards a solid offer. You are going to get your wishes, hopes, and dreams regardless. Right? You're going to manifest this abundance and this new opportunity. And this could be a new career or just a financial opportunity, a new venture. You know, this could be traveling or just, you know, moving towards all of your hopes, dreams, and wishes. What does their soul want right now? 6 of Wands, 5 of Wands, and Judgment. Yeah, this person has inner conflict. They want to make a judgment call. You know, their soul is craving victory and success here. This person could even be wanting public recognition. You know, this person could just need to have more self-confidence. You know, but there's competition and conflict in their life. And, you know, even internal conflict. They want to be able to make a judgment call and move towards their inner calling. They want to have a new phase here. You know, they could want forgiveness, mercy. What does their heart want right now? The Chariot, Page of Pentacles, and the Star. Yeah, they want to heal. They want to find their purpose. They want to feel renewed. You know, they want to be, you know, in a healing presence and feeling rejuvenated. Right? They want forward movement. They want progress. They know they need to integrate their dark side and their light side, their shadow side. Right? They need to be diligent here, right? In their works and in their efforts. You know, they could be manifesting a new financial opportunity. They could want to make more money. My cat is going crazy. I just dropped one. Oh, the Queen of Cups, yeah. Their heart wants you. Their heart wants compassion, nurturing, loving, healing, emotionally stable connection or person in their life. Someone who's caring. Yeah. Is this person healing and growing? Yes. This person wants to be free. This person wants to stand on their own 2 feet. They want to be more self-sufficient. They want to be financially independent. You know, they could be very focused on finances or working on their money right now or saving, but they are healing. Whoa, at a very, let's see, what's this? Oh, the 5 of Cups in reverse. They want to find peace. They're practicing self-forgiveness, acceptance, and moving on. What lessons are you meant to learn from this person? Seven of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you have strong boundaries now, right? You're protecting your energy and you're persevering towards what you want in life. You're not allowing these inconsistent, impulsive energies in, right? And you could just be more fearless at this time and going for the goals, right? Going for your goals and your hopes, dreams, and wishes. Wanting to be, more creative. You could be starting something new that's passionate or creative or but you're using your imagination, following your heart. But you're being more protective of your energy. And you could be just reviewing your past, or with this person and just, rethinking your potential, right? And rethinking before moving forward with someone or in a certain situation. This could even be at work. You could have a new career opportunity coming in, but pace yourself and, collaborate with other people so you don't have to carry everything alone, right? And protecting your energy, avoiding, taking on more responsibilities than you should or that you could handle, right? You don't have to do everything alone. I'm going to get a message for Cancer. I'm also getting that you could just be wanting to, or you could be enjoying a deep, comfortable, healing conversation with someone. And, this could be someone from your past or this could be a new person, but, just speak your truth, right? And use your intuition so you can solve anything that comes up, right? Listening to yourself, and you could have gotten an epiphany or breakthrough about someone. And you could be having the urge to push someone away or just ghost somebody, right? But you're being asked to, press pause, have an honest conversation instead of just ditching them or running, right? What message needs to come out for amazing Cancer? Chemistry, attraction, spark, passion, pain, apprehensive, afraid, cautious. I'm also going to get a numerology card. What message needs to come out for Cancer? 3-3-3-3, social skills, hope, optimism, liberation, success, prosperity, excitement, enthusiasm. The problems you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life since your luck may be about to change. It is time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. And if these messages resonate, type 3333 to affirm. And thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.